Because, of course, I have more than one house to decorate, I decided to make a couple of extra Christmas trees, and I'll show you what I did with them. Yeah, I have to be able to put trees in more than one house. So I definitely went the simpler route for these other two trees. The first tree that I did in my previous video was super tedious. These ones I just simply made out of pipe cleaners. The pipe cleaners were a little bit too shiny, so I did like do a little bit of dry brushing with some white acrylic paint, and I bought them really super cheaply at Dollarama. So here's the little Christmas ornaments that I made in my previous video. So there's the little snowman, which I'm going to use on these trees as well. And here's the little Santa ornaments that I also made out of beads. You can look it up on my previous video. So what I did is I simply put them into some air dry clay in a pot, and then I just kind of formed some fabric around them. And then I just put my homemade tree skirts around that. One of them doesn't fit so nicely, so I have these little horns that are Christmas ornaments, and I'm actually going to use them as tree toppers. So there you go. So I've got my two tree toppers. So I was going to try and make stars, but I thought those looked pretty good. So as you can see, I'm just using a little bit of tacky glue, and I'm just kind of attaching these little ornaments into the little trees. So I think they end up turning out quite nice. Oh, and here's my little snowman, and I'm going to put him in the tree as well. And yeah, so just kind of putting them here, there. You know, I don't want to use them all up because they took so much time to make. And then I put some of my little homemade candy canes on there too as well. And again, you can see those on a previous video that I just did last week on how to make the candy canes. So I have these little 1/12 scale lights. They are a little bit big for my trees, but I'm going to use them on one of the trees anyways. So there you go. It's wrapped with a little tiny bit of the Christmas lights, and I think it looks quite nice. So I will call this tree complete. And then I have a little package of tiny little Christmas cards, and I'm going to use that on the other tree. So I'm just picking out the 1/24 scale cards and separating them from the bigger 1/12 scale cards. So, because I just want to use tiny ones on them. So, these little printables are so much fun to be able to use in almost any scene. And you can download lots of them free on the internet. So, I'm just picking out a few cards, and I'm going to take a couple extras, I think, to take upstairs for when I finish doing my antique Christmas house. So, this is what the little cards look like. Aren't they so cute? They're so little. So, yeah, and if you look at it beside my finger, like they're really super tiny. So you can see here on the tree that I didn't put lights on, I kind of glued a few cards on there. So, and I did end up taking that tree skirt off because it didn't fit very nicely. This is a little book that I wrote. Who is There? By Lisa Thompson Dobo. And here's the first page. The children were told to go to bed because Santa won't come if you are not fast asleep. But the children were so excited that they couldn't sleep, not one wink. They lay in the big bed whispering to each other, "Let's stay awake and see Santa." Soon the house was quiet, and they could hear a noise. "Who is there?" but it was just Mother reading by the fire. See the little fire? I painted all that. Then they heard another noise. Who is there? And it was just a mouse playing in a can. And then they heard another noise. Who is there? But it was just Father coming home from work. Then they heard another noise. Who is there? But it was just the dog scratching at the door. Then they heard another noise. Who is there? But it was just Brother snoring in the next room. Then they heard another noise. Who is there? But it was just the wind in the trees. Soon the children became very sleepy, and they closed their little eyes. When they awoke, they rushed into the parlor to look at the tree. Wow, look at that tree. We know who was there. It was Santa. Merry Christmas. The end. I had so much fun making my nerdy little book. So I'm just grabbing out some Christmas presents, and I'm going to glue them under these trees. And look at this little stocking that I got at the garage sale. Isn't that amazing? That's like so nicely stitched. And then this little puppy that's made out of jasper, whose name is actually Jasper. Surprise, surprise. He's going to go under one of the trees as well. And then this little beautiful toy that I also got at the garage sale that was hand carved. So I'm just going to glue the little presents underneath the trees. And then I'm going to have to let all this dry overnight. And then perhaps tomorrow we can maybe look at decorating some of the other houses. So I definitely have to finish my little antique dollhouse. I can't wait to actually put the little tree in it for you and show you what it looks like. So, and I'm just kind of gluing everything down and getting it all ready. So, and this piece, I don't think I want to glue it in because I might end up actually hanging it on a fireplace. So I'm just going to kind of tuck it in underneath the tree. So that's it for today. So now we've got 3 trees. So at least 3 of my houses are going to have Christmas trees. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to help support my channel, you can do so by buying me a coffee. Just go to www.buymeacoffee.com/Lisa Dobo. I'd like to thank everyone that has been supporting my channel through buymeacoffee.com. It means more to me than you can possibly imagine. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. And please leave comments and let me know what you thought of today's video. And once again, I'd like you all to have the best day ever. My next video will have to do all the decorating inside of my dollhouses to make everything all festive for Christmas. Then next, I guess, will be my real house. Okay, have a great day.